Okay, so, well, this did not go too well this weekend for Tron Ares. I really honestly thought that this one was going to be kind of like the comeback of Tron, because Tron Legacy, I thought it was an okay movie. There's some people who really love that movie, some people who didn't like it, and then some people who are kind of somewhere in the middle. Like, I thought it was okay, but for me, the original Tron is still to this day just one of the best. Very revolutionary, and I could watch it over and over. I really, really do enjoy the original Tron. And Tron Legacy, it did have some good points. I think most of it's the visuals. I really love the visuals, but also the story itself. I think the story itself kind of went in a similar direction to the original Tron, but also tried to do its own thing. And so I think that's why it was a okay, and in some cases a good movie, especially if you enjoy the entire Tron universe. And seeing Tron Ares, the original trailer and everything else, I thought, okay, maybe this is their next shot at this to try to get it right this time and be hopefully a sequel to Tron Legacy, and then hopefully do something with the Tron universe. And when I saw the initial trailers, I thought, okay, this might be interesting. But I wasn't really feeling them going into the real world, although that's how Tron Legacy kind of ended. So I really wanted to spend more time in the Tron universe, but that doesn't seem like that's what happened there. And, well, it definitely underperformed. Overall, weekend debut was $33.5 million domestically. There are no international numbers right now. I'm not sure why, or maybe it's going to open later. But this is definitely disappointed. It was predicted to gross around 70 million over the weekend, but instead, it's probably going to end up around the 33 to 37 million, well below what they were expecting, and it's actually lower than Morbius, the last quote unquote big movie that Jared Leto was in. And adjusted for inflation, I think this was even below Tron Legacy as well. And the rest of the box office, well, it was not great at all. Roofman was the other new release that did pretty poorly. It did 8 million domestically. And then one battle after another, after initial hype and a lot of critical acclaim, it looks like it's just sinking. Okay, so right now its worldwide box office at 138 million, which isn't bad for this type of movie. However, this movie had a production budget of 140,000 with marketing and everything else. It's probably going to need to make 300 million or maybe 400 to break even, somewhere around there. And it's not going to get there, at least in the theaters. And most of these movies that have underperformed, they're going to have to make its money back in other ways. And at least in the past, they could make it back in DVD, Blu-ray, mostly DVD sales, because DVD was really big. But Blu-ray and 4K, it's still another source of income, but it's not like it was before, where home video with VHS tapes, especially DVD, would make up a lot of the money. And now with streaming services, they don't quite make as much money as having other avenues like physical media or cable back in the day. And so, yeah, very disappointing for Tron Ares. I really thought it was going to do a lot better than this. I haven't seen this movie yet, and honestly, I don't really think I wanted to see it, mainly because it was set in the real world, and I don't really like those type. I really enjoyed the Tron world, and although they could have went there, it looks like most of the movie is spent in there. And from everything that I've seen in reviews and stuff, it was just a very average to boring movie. A lot of them are saying it relies heavily on special effects, but the story itself was kind of flat. And they did love the music, and Tron Legacy's music was awesome as well with Daft Punk. But for me, it's going to be the original Tron. With this box office bomb, who knows if they're going to revisit Tron? But if they ever do, I really do hope that they look back to the original Tron to see what it did well, and also improve upon what Tron Legacy has already done. So, if you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave in the comments area below, and I'll see you on another episode.